Hello and welcome to another episode of Momento Malum today. In this episode, we'll be covering flax disease resistance in Latvia. Flax is one of the oldest multi-purpose crops known. This crop can be used for food, feed, oil, and fiber. Consequence of the wide array of uses for flax in temperate growing regions is that there is a great need in making new cultivars that have high yield and resistance to most diseases. This requires a detailed knowledge of the genetic resources available in regards to disease resistance. Dr. Inga Stafeka took on that task and formulated an experiment to achieve this goal. 6 diseases were studied. These include flax wilt, pasmo, anthracnose, powdery mildew, fusarium browning, and stem break. 25 genetic lines were evaluated and compared against Vega, which was labeled P25. Vega 2 is the standard cultivar in Latvia. These lines were studied over the course of 3 years, and here are the results. The statistical evaluation of the disease resistance was found to be statistically significant. The greatest difference in disease resistance across the 25 cultivars was the level of resistance to anthracnose and fusarium. The lowest difference in terms of resistance variation was found in resistance to mildew. This was found to be the case in the average between the 3-year experiment. Different levels of variation appear, however, depending on the year, if the years were not averaged out. This indicates that the disease resistance to most of these diseases are quantitatively controlled and are in part influenced by the environment. Hello, I just want to let you know, if you want to fund this channel, you can do so on the platforms seen in the description below. From a cultivar perspective, the cultivar P3 consistently has the highest level of disease resistance to anthracnose. P23 and P24 are found to be the most resistant to flax wilt. P7, P11, P19, and P21 are found to be the most resistant to phasmo. Another study, this time in Canada, Home Sweet Home, studied 153 flax lines from 24 countries. It was found that the lines from East Asia had a higher than average resistance to flax wilt, anthracnose, and pasmo. It was also found that the cultivars from the India subcontinent were the most susceptible to these diseases. This may indicate that some of the cultivars tested by Dr. Staveka may be at least partially derived from East Asian stock. In flax wilt specifically, cultivars from East Asia, North and South America are the most resistant to this disease, while cultivars from the India subcontinent and Europe are the least resistant. The resistance to mildew appears to be qualitative in nature, with the cultivar P21 having complete resistance to multiple strains. The cultivars P1, P4, P5, and P7 were the most resistant to fusarium. P18 and 19 were the most resistant to stem break and browning. It was found in general that the cultivars suited to dry conditions were the most susceptible to diseases that thrive in high humidity, such as phasmo, anthracnose, and flax wilt. Cultivars suited to more moist conditions, however, are susceptible to diseases that thrive in drier climates, such as fusarium, stem break, browning, and powdery mildew. And that about covers everything.